Hello and welcome back to another edition of Smackdown Out of 10 right here on the Wrestle Debate. It is the go-home show before Summerslam, so let's see what madness WWE has in store for us today, especially with the introduction of Thunderdome, which I'll mention quickly now. I quite liked it. It looks a bit strange, but I think it'll grow on me, and I don't have a huge problem with it. But let's get into the show. The show kicked off with Mr. McMahon in the ring, talking about SummerSlam. The lights went out, however. It wasn't Retribution, it was The Fiend. He came out, faced Vince and mocked him before Braun Strowman entered. McMahon had left by the time Strowman got in the ring, and Retribution surrounded the ring. The Fiend motioned goodbye, and Retribution came down to attack Strowman. Everyone else from the locker room came down, and yeah, that was it really. I'm going to give this 6.75 out of 10. Enjoyed Vince McMahon being on the show, and the fact he was generally terrified of his Fiend was excellent. And the Universal Championship segment wasn't too bad either, so I'm going to give it a 6.75 out of 10. First match on the card was Big E versus Sheamus. Sheamus started off the match strong with a top rope clothesline and a huge backbreakers. Sheamus dodged a big ending as we got into the main part of the match, and then hit a spear to hit the white noise. While at ringside, Corbin and Matt Riddle at ringside started brawling, protecting them from Retribution. Sheamus was distracted. Big E picked up a roll-up win. I'm going to give this a 6.25 out of 10. I think Big E should be picking up a clean win, but it wasn't too bad a match. So yeah, let's move on. Jeff Hardy was injured backstage from the Retribution attack. It was then later revealed it was AJ who attacked him. And then Nakamura and Cesaro came out to take on the Lucha House Party. Cesaro and Matalik kicked us off before. It's quite a fast-paced match, actually. Dorado and Nakamura were soon in before Matalik hit a huge dive over the ropes to take out Cesaro. Cesaro then tagged in after Dorado hit the global rewind on Nakamura. Cesaro managed to hit the sunset flip for the win. I'm going to do 6.25 out of 10. Didn't really feel this match. And then after the match, Matalik and Dorado got into a fight, so who knows where that'll go, but we'll see. Cody Rhodes was backstage on SmackDown and was hoping her and Sonya could rediscover their friendship before Sasha Banks and Bayley were interviewed on SmackDown, and it was all about their breakup. Cracks were showing before Naomi interrupted them. Naomi challenged them both to a beat the clock challenge, where the winner got to take on Asuka first. First it was Naomi versus Sasha. Naomi hit a full Nelson in about 30 seconds, and Banks was in trouble. Sasha went outside. At minute 2, Naomi caught up in a hold, and the Banks statement was locked in, and she tapped out on 3 minutes 39 before Bayley unloaded on Naomi before the start of the match, which Sasha wasn't very happy with. Bayley hit a clothesline and we had less than 2 minutes on the clock. Then Naomi hit a sudden rear view to pick up the victory. 7.5 out of 10. This was great. Early signs, and I think it could happen at SummerSlam, so this was brilliant. 7.5 out of 10. Asuka came down after the match and said she will be the Empress of every title before Sasha charged at her. Asuka took down the champ and attacked Bayley in the ring. Bayley just ran away, leaving her friend behind. Jeff Hardy was then cleared to compete before Sonya Deville got in an argument with Mandy Rose. Deville challenged Sonya to a new DQ. Loser will have to leave WWE, so I don't know if the heavy hair match is still happening. Before Nikki Cross was backstage and said that Alexa Bliss had been changed after being abducted by The Fiend. Before we went into the WWE Intercontinental title match between AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy. Hardy started off strong. AJ going for the injured knee, however was AJ, and he was on top. Backstage on SmackDown, Hardy was still holding on in the match and hitting drop kicks and a Pele kick. Hardy slipped off the ropes. Styles knocked in the calf crusher and it looked like it was all over. Styles went for the finisher. However, AJ took a twist of fate and the swanton bomb before Hardy got the win in a huge update. I'm really intrigued to see where this will go. 7 out of 10 for me, totally unexpected, and who doesn't love a weird title change? AJ Styles was then furious backstage before we went into a surprise edition of the Firefly Fun House. He said he was giving a lesson about too much love. He's shown us Braun and Alexa's relationship using the puppets. Wyatt sent them off, and The Fiend couldn't wait to get his hands on Braun before Strowman attacked him and dragged him out of the Fun House, so suddenly we all know where the Fun House is now. Back to the show, Braun and Bray were brawling backstage, And when the cameras came online, we saw Braun drop Bray off the ledge in the parking lot and dropping him on the concrete below where Wyatt stopped moving. A host of medics came before a Fiend re-emerged. I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. Didn't mind the content, it's just a thing now. Suddenly, the Firefly Fun House is just backstage on SmackDown. Right. This edition of SmackDown's getting a 6.75 out of 10. A pretty solid show, to be fair. Loads of great segments, and the IC title change was obviously a great match. So, yeah, can't really fault this SmackDown. Probably one of the best in the while, and definitely got me hyped for SummerSlam. Anyway, guys, that is it for the video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you thought about this video in SmackDown in the comments below. Follow me on Twitter, link in the description below for daily wrestling news. Subscribe to my other channels on the screen right now. That would be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.